going live right about now. Okay. Got that done.
Give it up for Brian. Yeah. Okay, Brian, I see.
Okay. Scam train already? I was just clicking on things over here. Metal 98 with the 10 months. Mr. R8 with the big 3 months. Pachi the Pirate TV with the 11. Hey, thank you guys. Today is a sad day. You're telling me. On top of everything going on, let me show you how my day started. We thought we smelt something weird, and as we you know, my now wife and I, so yes, I did end up getting married over the past week. We went downstairs and we had a nice pleasant surprise down there. Thank you guys. You know, it's not really on all the socials and all that. You know, it's kind of more keeping it a bit more private. We had a good time. So thank you. But, you know, we're getting back in the groove of things. Today was my second day back to work. And she's now going to work as well. And we smell something pretty interesting. And as we get down, I hadn't ran my Roomba Mova really in quite some time. So I was excited to run my little fancy vacuum cleaner that I've owned for a month. And well, you know, Jojo, we just got him back as well. He was boarding during this time. You know, he likes the boarding, gets to see other dogs, gets to train as well. He's always excited when he goes to daycare. Whenever he hears that, he perks up. But we all got to adjust to the new environments, and he tends to adjust by not being as regular and also eating a little bit differently. And I think that irregularity hit in the middle of the night for Jojo during the scheduled maintenance of the robotic vacuum cleaner, which I was so excited to run. I was really excited about this purchase. This thing was a boss, and it just smeared dog shit all over that carpet. Fortunately, no spray, but literally the meme. Literally the meme. You know, everyone always says that that's going to happen, and it happened. So, yeah, you know, I was busy this morning. This whole day really has been dealing with that. It got on some of the furniture that was easy to clean, and the carpet. The carpet's the only thing that had to be trashed. And man, I was desperately trying to clean that vacuum cleaner. I was desperately trying to clean it. I got in contact with the support. I think technically it's not covered. This is kind of an incident and is not covered under warranty. But I think they might want to avoid the bad review. It's only been a month. So, yeah. Wooden Floor Superior, just clean that shit up. I mean, not when the robotic vacuum cleaner gets it in every crack and orifice. I mean, that vacuum cleaner tried to eat that shit up, literally. It was literally trying to eat that shit up, and it gobbled up a decent amount of it. The rest it smeared all over into the carpet. So, man, I was cleaning dog poop for hours. Unfortunately, the wheels are not removable, so eventually I gave up and contacted support. We'll see. They escalated it. We'll see if I can get it replaced. That thing was so expensive. I'm going to be so disappointed if I can't get that replaced. Got the carpet out of here. So that was my day. How about you guys? Evil Twins 14, thanks for the, or 13, thanks for the 14 months. Keith M with the gifted sub, thank you very much. Vithagar with the big 57. Swellu 91 with the 55. Superior KJ with the 16. No, not apartment, home. And it was not a section of the carpet. It was, we have laminate floors. So it was the living room carpet that was not that expensive. It was okay to just roll that up. And I actually got some, you know, trash pickup to come by and just get rid of it. So it wasn't that bad. The big casualty was the robot vacuum itself. So that was the big casualty. So Unfortunate, but life goes on. Life goes on. So there's a lot that's happened since I've been gone. I haven't played a lick of Street Fighter 6 since C Viper release, so we'll get into that. I guess I'll also talk about some other news. We officially have Say Jam Slam at home. Woo! Announcing the new Challengers Tournament. 4 captains will coach their team of creators of varying skill levels and find the true meaning of strength. So Capcom managed to pull me out of retirement here. But let me explain. I've already seen some raised eyebrows about this, saying, "Oh, Brian, didn't you say you're going to retire?" I guess Brian found his motivation again. This is, as can be evidenced by having both myself and maybe as evidenced by having St. Cola in there as well. The coaches do not actually fight each other in this event. So Capcom's trying to get in on the actual Say Jam Slam type goodness here. And they contacted me about a coaching event, and they assured me I would not have to embarrass Nephew and Idom here. So I said, sure, why not? So it's a different type of format in that sense, since the coaches actually don't play. And that was always my main thing with the Say Jam Slam, is I said, I'm not going to sign up and be a coach and have to like be a liability for the team. So is it going to be content creators? Yes, I believe so. The drafts will be happening soon. I actually don't know who's in the event. How many players per team? I believe 4. I think they're going to be giving more details as they go. I believe there's 4 to 5 players per team, and it's going to be a similar format to Say Jam Slam. The varying skill levels of different players and putting a team together. But yeah, the difference here is there's no coach tiebreaker match. So when I know more details about the actual format, I will let you guys know as well. So I don't know. I'm playing it by ear just as much as you guys. So this is the Capcom Slam, pretty much. Crysec PE, thanks for the 16 months also. Capcom Slam does sound nice. I think I saw someone saying this is the Capcom Clash. Mom, can we get Say Jam Slam? We got Say Jam Slam at home. Capcom Clash. Yeah, but it's the new Challengers tournament. I think they did a new Challengers promotional series in the beginning of Street Fighter 6. I think the new Challengers has been part of like the branding for Capcom for these type of events. So they're continuing with that. So we'll see how this goes. It's going to be a pretty busy time coming up. Hopefully they will get brand new content creators because the Slam is getting pretty sweaty. I'm sure I would not be surprised if there's some overlap. But yeah, the Slams are definitely starting to get a little bit scaled up in terms of play level. But the goal is always to get new people into it as well. That is always the goal. So I'm sure they're going to have some newer content creators, because I think that's one of the most intriguing parts about the whole thing. Well, I think every level offers its own fresh perspective from a viewing experience and also from an educational experience, right? If you are an audience member, you might relate to whatever tier of player you're watching the most and gravitate towards their perspective to learn from their experience as well, because you can relate to where they currently are and the challenges they face and competing and learning the game. But of course, the vast majority of people on the planet are absolute beginners or never played seriously a Street Fighter title, right? Maybe they casually dabbled or know about the IP, but they don't actually know the mechanics of the game. So that's a really huge amount. The vast majority of the planet is in that group, right? So I think that's pretty important to tackle that. So what did I miss? What's been going on? I mean, I've been so out of the loop this whole time. I would see Viper. I haven't played her a bit. I had a laptop, so I did boot up training mode for like 5 minutes, but then my laptop was not able. Something with my drivers was not syncing up well, so the majority of that time was spent just troubleshooting the drivers because I was getting constant hitching and freezing of the gameplay. Woo! Jojo scared me. He's too hyped. Jojo ran in charging at me. What's up, bud? What's up, bud? All right, I'm being summoned. 1 second, chat. Okay, RICK. Thank you very much for the 41. Okay. Nate F with a 33. So we will be going over Kakeru and his announcement. What I think I'm going to do now is I think I'm going to play some Sea Viper first, and then we will do the Kakeru discussion. So I haven't played any Sea Viper. What about the McDee's collab? I got nothing to add to that. You should just watch Gal Winquote's shorts. Actually, do you want to look at that? Here, I'll be a little React Andy really quick. I got nothing to add to this, but you guys should watch Gal Winquote's YouTube. He has a really good short on that. Here, let me bring that up. What up, Volkner DNZ? Appreciate that. What happened to Nicolas Cage? Believe it or not, I had an actual business call where I felt a little bit too embarrassed to have his face hanging down, staring at everybody.
Bitch, I live in a fucking trash can.
McDonald's.
Shout out to Guile Winquote, by the way. Also, this title, Japanese waitress shocked as dumb American buys every single Street Fighter and McDonald's collab item. Nice title.
Japan and Street Fighter are having a collaboration, so I ordered every single item off the menu because I'm a...
What up, Pikachu Salty? What up, Brian? I usually save my subs for Ron, late Ron, and that time is now. I feel like we've hit a new low. Thanks for the big 14 months, Pikachu Salty.
fighting game and fast food loving dumb American. Starting with the Luke breakfast sandwich, and the fact that Luke is on the cover, the wrapper of a McDonald's sandwich is just insane.
Yeah, I think Guile Winquote also talked about this, and this is something that I campaigned about, and I'm saying campaign as a synonym here for bitched about. In the Street Fighter V era, how many collabs that Capcom had in the Street Fighter V era, and they've always done this, but it was really apparent in the Street Fighter V era, where they would completely ignore the fact that any games after Street Fighter II existed. And they had this brand new cast of characters, and not a single one of those characters was ever featured in the millions of generic crossovers and weird product placements they were doing. At no point did they make any attempt to hype up or center around any of the new initiatives that was going on. Like, there was an active game getting active updates and DLC, but based on any of the promotional material, any of the collaborations, you wouldn't know about that. And obviously that makes, there's a huge reason for that. Street Fighter 2 is bigger than Street Fighter itself by a million times over. So it makes sense from a marketing perspective for a brand as well, for a quick collab. They're just going to want to focus on Street Fighter 2. But I just feel like there was no effort at all from Capcom to at all incorporate their newer IP, the updates to the Street Fighter IP, and to focus on the new characters. So Street Fighter 6 with this collab, even though with the announcement trailer where they're doing the Street Fighter 2 sprite work, they had JP Marissa in the back, they're actually making an effort to include the new characters. Like Street Fighter 6 has managed to break that curse in the Street Fighter community. And they actually have the modern characters in the actual marketing material, which is just like crazy to see. I never thought I would actually see this.
I think this is just like a regular like McMuffin, you know, like a sausage McMuffin. It's got pickles and ketchup on it, which is a bit strange for a breakfast
Pickles and
sandwich,
ketchup.
It's a McMuffin. Next we got Ryu's burnt.
Do y'all get a McMuffin? If you're gonna get a shitty McDonald's breakfast sandwich, are you getting a McMuffin? Or are you getting a McBiscuit or a McGriddle? I gotta go for, you know, I used to be all about the McGriddle. When I was age 17 and below, Brian F., it would be the McGriddle every single time. I think now I like the McMuffin or do they even call it a McBiscuit? A breakfast sandwich with a biscuit. To me, the biscuit is like the indulgent thing now as you get older. The McMuffin is like, yeah, I'm not trying to go too crazy. The McBiscuit is like, whoa, you know, they're getting some extra seed oils mixed into that baby right there, you know. The McBiscuit can hold a lot more lard in that. And the McGriddle is just like, are you a child? The answer is yes. Please load my carbs full of syrup. What up, Brandon? McGriddle nasty AF, not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of turns me off now. Like, I used to always want a McGriddle. But now, as I'm older, I don't know if the quality is worse or, you know, taste buds change. But it doesn't seem as appealing anymore. I'll still eat it. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'll eat whatever slop you put in front of me. 100%, but it's not my go-to anymore.
Garlic egg mayo teriyaki burger. This sandwich is pretty.
What is this?
It's a McMuffin. Next, we got Ryu's burnt garlic egg mayo teriyaki burger.
Burnt garlic egg mayo teriyaki. Japan just got flavors we can't even comprehend. That sounds delicious. It's making me hungry.
This sandwich is pretty messy, actually. You know, egg and teriyaki burgers are like pretty common in Japan. So I think it's the burnt garlic that differentiates.
What's killing me here, though, I've already watched this video. What's killing me here is that he doesn't realign the sandwich. Also, there's an egg and is that like a sausage patty? I'm not sure what kind of patty that's supposed to be. But he doesn't realign the sandwich.
It's this, I guess, so.
Look at that, the lack of structural integrity in this bite. It's driving me nuts. I'm just imagining that egg just completely going like a wet bar of soap. Whoop, whoop, making like a little cartoony, you know, rubber sound. Whoop, 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 just flying out of there and splatting against the wall. That's all I'm imagining. It actually drives me nuts that he doesn't realign this.
So I think it's the burnt garlic that differentiates this. I
look
guess. So
look
that
look at this. Fix this please.
Differentiates this, I guess. So I messed with that. That's good. Overall,
not running over the
this is
Roomba.
a very, I guess, like sweet and savory burger, which is how I would describe Ryu, I guess. Next, we got Chun's yakitori style chicken sandwich, and I'll be honest, I never get, I guess, like premium chicken sandwiches from McDonald's. It's, if I'm getting a chicken sandwich, it's gonna be hot and spicy. So,
did he call that premium? If you're getting a chicken sandwich, you're going to Wendy's. Am I wrong? What up, Slivers and stuff, by the way? Thanks for the big 85. I don't know if I said thank you. Popeyes? Yeah, okay. I'm basing this on old opinions. I'm saying if you're going to a burger place for a chicken sandwich, you're going to Wendy's. Of the classic burger places that also offer chicken sandwiches, you're going to Wendy's, right? I kind of hold them in different categories in my mind. I'll eat a McChicken. I used to love McChickens from McDonald's. Don't get me wrong. That dollar menu, I think the majority of the audience watching this stream might not even have had any purchasing power at the time that the dollar menu actually existed. So I can't fault you for not having experienced it and understanding my perspectives, but the dollar menu chicken sandwich went hard. The McChicken is ass now. I definitely try to not eat as much fast food, so I don't know what's going on anymore. However, yeah, Popeye's chicken sandwich is very good. I think Popeye's has the best chicken sandwich, but it's not even a fair comparison. You can't compare a chicken sandwich at a chicken place to a general fast food place.
I don't know like what the next tier of American McDonald's chicken sandwiches taste like. The chicken patty that they use has a very satisfying crunch. It's super good.
Okay.
I think there's like some garlic sauce on the bottom here that pairs with just like regular mayo on top. I would rather get a Popeye's chicken sandwich, but you did good, Chum. Now for
Can't compare. I think that's what we're missing. These garlic condiments, this garlic sauce. Can we get that in America, please? How come we can't have anything nice in America? Do you think anyone in Japan saw the Travis Scott value meal and was like, why can't we have anything nice in Japan? Do you think that? We legit don't get anything nice in America. Those partnered meals that they did like a Travis Scott one. I think they did a Kai Cenat one. Those didn't have any actual unique products, right? That was just a specific order of the existing combination of McDonald's products, right? Like there wasn't anything unique about it. Am I correct? Now, I don't know if this is my a correct assumption, but I'm assuming that these birch garlic toppings and some of these actual items are a little bit unique and not on the regular menu, or maybe from other limited time options. Or is anyone here at a McDonald's in Japan right now? Can you just get burnt garlic sauce on whatever you want? I didn't notice that. I went to McDonald's in Japan and I didn't notice that. I don't know. But it seems like they actually created unique items here and didn't just recombine existing ingredients that they have for their typical menu items. But maybe I'm wrong about that.
Ken's triple cheeseburger, which is, I guess that fits Ken. It's a basic burger. This brings me home. This is
what they fucking think about Americans here. How do we make our American hamburger more American for Ken? Just add more meat to it. Just give the McDouble an extra patty.
Brings me to skipping 7th period in high school and combining 3 McDoubles together because we were all broke. And you know what? It's beautiful. Ken, you...
Here in Brazil, we have what is called a clubhouse burger at McDonald's. Do you guys have it? A chicken club would be something with a chicken sandwich with lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, and bacon. But we don't have that on the hamburger. Also, other places tend to call anything circular and in a hamburger bun a hamburger, which is not correct. A chicken sandwich is a chicken sandwich. A hamburger requires a beef patty. Anything else is a sandwich. Even if it's in a hamburger bun, it's something else. So that's one thing that was very difficult when doing some international traveling and dealing with people from different countries. There was a lot lost in translation. And also, if you say something is a chicken burger, for me, I'm going to also think ground chicken patty. I'm going to be like, why are you calling that a chicken burger? But my first assumption is going to be like, okay, this is ground chicken. And if you say chicken sandwich, I am 1,000% expecting a actual piece of chicken meat, like a chicken thigh or chicken breast, not ground into a patty.
You did it. And finally, we have the Street Fighter McDonald's energy drink, which is sounds dangerous. Oh, wow, that's strong. That tastes like that tastes like candy, actually. Because they were serving this as a breakfast item, so this could be like a real deal energy drink.
Are they just giving you dry rush juice? Pretty good. Yeah, they're just giving you fucking Red Bull with your triple patty Ken Ameriburger. That's the new Panera lemonade right there. Yeah, I don't feel like fast food places should be giving you energy drinks. I think all the caffeine from fast food places should come in the form of like soda or coffee. I for putting an energy drink type of liquid, something with a variable amount of caffeine added to it, and putting it into a cup that you can get at different sizes with a straw. Like there's a certain limit of caffeine per ounce that should be allowed to be added to a variable size cup with a straw. I do feel like there's actual safety concerns about that. If this is actually an energy drink, like this is just a straight up Red Bull or a Monster in a cup, and you can order a large of that, it doesn't. I feel like that's a lawsuit in the making. Coffee is 3 times the caffeine of Red Bull, though. Yeah, but you're also rate limited by the fact that it's either hot as fuck or bitter as fuck. And it's not and it's not usually in as easily accessible of a form. Also, Red Bull is a bunch of other bullshit. Also, are you sure that Red Bull has 1/3 the caffeine of coffee? I know Red Bull does not have that much caffeine. I know that for a fact. But I do not think it's 3-1 on regular drip coffee.
This could replace your ghost Sour Patch Kids gummies. After further drinking, I think it's like an orange pineapple Fanta crossover candy thing. Overall, I'd say the Street Fighter
Orange
McDonald's
pineapple
collab
Fanta
is pretty good. As a grown man obsessed with childish things, I wish that there were, some Happy Meal toys or something, but
True.
Overall, it's pretty
Facts.
good. I would definitely say that Ryu's messy ass burger is the most interesting one, but as a stupid dumb American, Ken's McTriple really made me feel nostalgic. So,
can I have Ryu's messy ass burger, please? That's what the people need. Ryu's messy ass burger. And yeah, they gave Ken straight up a McTriple. That's pretty fucking baller. I respect that 100%. Okay. That actually made me hungry. Man, it's so hard to stream at this time. I'm trying to get back in this groove. We just got dinner. So maybe I should eat dinner and then we do Sea Viper trials. I know I'm stalling here. One second, guys. BRB.
Bitch, I live in a fucking trash can.
Hey, what up, Greg? Thanks for the 27. Majibri with the 44. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Okay. 1 second here. What happened to Kakeru? He announced his retirement. We're gonna go over it in detail. I have a little presentation honoring his career coming up. I need to eat though. Yes, Kakeru has retired. We will cover it very shortly.
You usually shouldn't use whatever the brake mechanic.
What kind of grab you got?
It's so easy to
We got some
hold backwards for a little bit, like OS
Chinese takeout.
Naturally hold backwards for a minute just to guarantee beta brake. It's a zero effort way to cover an option.
Yeah, especially when you can just.
I was originally going to go to the grocery store and cook, but instead, you know, the Roomba spread dog shit all over my house, so. What am I? What's my Chinese order? We don't, you know. When we get Chinese food, we get like real Chinese food.
Cover the tech option here.
Usually, this is more American style. So I got pepper chicken here. But we don't have like a typical New York style American Chinese. We have a really big Chinatown here. If I go to Panda Express, I'm gonna get like some basic chicken stuff. But I haven't been to like a American Chinese place where they load up your styrofoam container with rice and whatever orange chicken, General Tso's chicken to the max. I haven't been to one of those places in a long time.
Big opportunity here. Be able to bounce back, and I'm like, this is. Where are we in the bracket? These two are nasty. This feels so early. I mean, everybody's like, really good, bro.
Is early on in the game's life cycle, it's sort of every match could be so strong because a lot of these players, maybe you just don't know how strong they are. It's the unknown OD 2x KO player. Unknown OD.
What real Chinese food you like? I like Szechuan Chinese food, but Szechuan peppercorn destroys my insides the next day. Oh, by the way, Adrian cooking, of course.
Doesn't net us much.
My turn instead. You bursted me, it's my turn.
Adrian might be the only league pro right now doing work in 2x KO.
And able to reaction parry.
We had pho the other night as well.
Setting up. Hell yeah.
Things get a little bit nasty. Finds the overhead, keeps the pressure up, follows through with the S1. Bleed continues to proc. It's gonna try and get the other character in.
Did you know Adrian plays fighting games? He's really good.
Somehow
he was really good at DBFZ. He's godlike at Street Fighter 6. He's really good.
I wasn't sure if Ari was getting hit there in that overlapping situation, but we're just trying to get a little bit of extra pressure. Push blocks out of the Rekka, so we don't see the mix-up coming in. We have the healthier characters on point now.
Oh, no.
Of course, I'm making a mess
hit the assist, doesn't get
immediately.
The kill, still manages to get the pickup after the whipped parry attempt. It was definitely a good guess, but not gonna find the mark.
Backing up, making sure that the fireball is effective. We catch her out.
Man, seeing 2x KO costume content is killing me when it comes to the lack of costumes for Street Fighter 6. Yeah, but they put out Mecha Zangief. Mecha Zangief is actually making me consider playing Zangief, man. That costume is ridiculous.
I mean, in this situation, I think this is actually the right
Are the players lagging for the stream? It might be me.
What a tag.
What about, let's be back at it. Sean Jan, thanks for the gifted sub. Appreciate that.
Do we spend? No, right into the super. That's definitely enough to kill. Adrian Riven now on set point.
one confirmed. Something
The
you see
custom
so
song for you? Wait,
commonly
they
in
added a
these
new song as well?
situations. They're sticking it out at max distance, just fishing for the whiff punish. Being able to lock them out of the break because it's just too quick. Nobody's reacting to that.
A little bit of chip damage. That's not enough. That's not close enough.
Is the Sagat guide still in progress?
Some damage where you can.
What do you mean?
What a
That's been out for
block
months.
there. Actually unreal being able to save yourself and is able to get the jump in heavy for the punish. You trying to throw fireballs in my space?
What do you mean?
Swinging tentacle. No anti-air. The jump down light doesn't connect. Right out of range. But we able to get an anti-air. Unfortunately, trades though.
Much off the throw. Down as one. Got the hit. Motion actually hits on the wrong side as well. The command of motion can't quite save us the way we need it to.
Oh, what an anti-air! Maybe just predicting the air dash coming down normal, but the down forward S2. Actually,
Do Americans eat rice regularly? Genuine question.
Final game, final round might be on the horizon here. If Adrian
Depends on your definition of regularly. They definitely do not eat it with every meal, and you usually get rice in via eating other cultures' cuisines.
High-level stuff from both sides right now.
mix up every time.
So, depends on your definition of regularly. If you're like
Send the push block, and that has been
East Asian regular, then no, they do not eat rice with every single meal. Yeah, in America, no one eats the same in America. There's some unifying facets across large groups of people, but America is, you know, comprised of many different people from many different places and many different backgrounds.
driven, decides to save it. Goes
But
for
typical
the
American cuisine food,
didn't confirm
which is
properly.
not eaten typically, doesn't have rice.
18 seconds left. Counting down.
Unless you're from, like, Louisiana,
Middle there, baby could have died.
and you're eating, like, or the South. The South, well, Southern cuisine from America would have more
The level
rice
right
involved.
here. It's gonna be close. I don't know if Darius has a little more or a little less life than Yasuo.
Though at least timer's not running, so you still have time. Fury is available, though that's going to be the deciding factor, truly. Goes for the jump and pops the Fury right away. Lands and gets the punish. Hits him just
Damn.
enough. It's Adrian Riven to save the day.
I gotta think. Evan might have.
I thank you,
just
Atlas.
bumped themselves
Appreciate it.
up with that burst there. Not quite sure where Adrian was on the left or the right. And
In Brazil, it's like if you're not eating rice and beans, there's something wrong. Right.
Yet. Evan,
That's how it is in many other places, but
so far,
you gotta understand in America, like, everyone eats their own thing.
That was looking mighty clean.
Yeah, still plenty of opportunity to be able to get further into this one here for sure. A name that we've seen a little bit later into the brackets on occasion, so hopefully more of that as we get a bit on. I've been
What do you consider American food? I feel there are not many truly American culinary creations.
every player
Well, give them time, you know what I mean?
top of the standings right now.
The time scale is impossible to compare.
For this final tournament, this final
Unless you talk about Native American cuisine.
I think is
But, you know, America is just not an old place. So it just has to be comprised of food from different cultures.
Good reason. A lot of people trying to sneak their way in at the very, very end.
However,
You know, some people trying to cement themselves with a better seed. People like who, for example, like Jakey, pretty much locked in at this.
New
point.
York
No
pizza,
way
American
Jakey
pizza,
can
is
make it
definitely
up.
its own thing.
Jakey down. It's just trying to maintain the first seed right now.
100%.
At the top, seeing 17
100%.
points.
Americans can lay claim to American style, New York style pizza. Hey, what up, Atlas? Thanks for the gifted subs. Appreciate that, dude. It's very generous of you. Congrats to everyone who got dunked. Enjoy the mid-tier emotes. Appreciate it. We can lay claim to American style pizza. All the different variations. Completely different ball game from Italian pizza. Completely different. And some, maybe myself, would argue better. Completely different.
The scariest
Hamburgers,
part
we
about
got that
this,
on lock.
Talk about it. It's going to be the top 8 scorers, and right now,
Hot dogs,
Lane,
we got it.
Prism, Bubs, Inzem, Zippy, and 126 at 5 points. So it is actually kind of a
Yeah, you gotta
at like the 7 through 15 range of players too.
you gotta separate the
Today
two
is gonna
pizzas,
decide
two different foods.
what's
And
gonna
I wouldn't
happen
even
in
compare
this
them.
series
It
here.
doesn't even make sense to compare them.
This is so sick.
Yeah, a lot of players fighting to stay safe. and
Have you had
a lot of
Italian
players
pizza?
fighting to qualify.
Not good enough Italian pizza,
We'll see
no.
what goes on after the tournament ends, because we very well might have ties coming in for that final spot.
I'm sure the best of it is really good, but I have seen the best Italian pizza, and to me, it just does not seem like the type of food I like.
Want to hear more info? There's a sale going on right now if you want to get some discounts, and also exclamation giveaway. You can read that information to be entered for free 100.
And I'm sure it's still great, but it just doesn't seem like the type of food I would like. However, I'm obviously willing to change my opinion.
They're giving away little goodie bags. They're giving away little goodie bags.
$100 in reward points would be
Yeah, American barbecue.
massive, so definitely make sure you check it out. It's free to enter, so why not take a chance? It'd be pretty cool to be able to get some extra, having a little bit of extra
Yeah.
bread towards your
Like
PC,
real,
being
they call it
able to
Neapolitan
save
pizza.
during the annual-
They cut it with scissors. It's very light and fluffy.
Too good.
The toppings are a bit more sparse. I'm sure it's good, but I much prefer like a super cooked cheese broiling, no flop on the slice. The bottom has a nice crisp to it. I much prefer that.
Listen, me as an adult, I think we should bring them back.
Just as a pure thought experiment. I prefer that. And then even the more, you know, fast food variations, loading up on toppings, I think I prefer that. A much more substantial protein
It's crazy that I
focused
know
bite
that was
than being
I know
cooked bread. Fancy cooked bread with topping.
90s into early 2000s birthdays for under the age of 8 years old. Those birthdays went
It's just
so
not
hard, man.
not enough protein. I think that's a pretty American perspective. More protein, more meat, more cheese. Louisiana has tons of original food. Yeah, tons of original fusion though, like Creole food.
Dude, we need to bring those back. I'm like sitting in the nostalgia. The rose
I mean, that's
tinted
French
rose-
and
they made
Spanish
rose
fusion,
tinted
right?
there, but they're rose tinted right now.
It's original, but it's still derived. Like all things are derived from somewhere else. I think it's only in cultures that have been isolated and around for millennia do you have these like truly traceable dishes that date back for so long in one region. The rest of the world is always going to be a fusion, especially now.
Helping out, that I do believe is the final code for the Matcherino claimed, but exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat if you want to potentially do a direct contribution, because as always,
So everything's going to be a fusion in America.
Go straight into the player's pockets. So definitely check it out if you have the means.
Yeah, this has got to be one of the quickest Matcherino.
I do feel like Southern food has it's the most distinct identity in America, though, for sure. Yeah, like Southern food. I agree. Southern food and all its different variations. Most distinct. What does the North have? I feel like the North has a bunch of weird stuff. They have pizza, New York, hot Chicago with their hot dog variations. I don't know. There's nothing to me that what has become a distinct Northern American dish? Casseroles? There's nothing real. Seafood? Clam chowder? Clam chowder. People use that as an example. Like you're going New England with this? Cheesesteak def. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different small variations that are distinctly American. But I guess they're individual food items. I guess I feel like there's not like a cuisine that you could point to. Have you ever heard of a place called Voodoo Donuts? It sounds familiar, but I don't know. Is barbecue American? Yeah. I mean, American barbecue is American barbecue, and then there's different variations based on the region. Okay, it's time. Actually, is it time? Should we do yeah, let's do this first. No, never mind. This might take too long. I've heard horror stories. I've actually heard that people are struggling with the Sea Viper combo trials. I'm out of the loop. I really don't know what's going on right now. You know what? I take it back. We're going straight into the Kakeru stuff. We got to get it done. We got to talk about the GOAT. I take it back. We'll get to see Viper shortly. Daifun did them in 15 minutes. I'm on Hitbox. I guarantee you I'm going to not be able to do anything. The difference between doing Sea Viper stuff on leverless for me and stick is insane. There's just no intuition whatsoever in my hands for doing jump cancel stuff on leverless. It does not compute at all. If I can do them on stick, it would be so much easier, but I think I just have to bite the bullet and do it on leverless and get used to it, because I don't have any working, unless I do pad. I don't have any working arcade sticks. Yeah, I got to check out whatever Chris F put up to practice. All right, I'm going to mute alerts, guys. We're going to get on into it here. So you may have heard the news about the reigning Capcom Cup champion and the Evo Vegas 2025 runner-up, Kakeru. And if you haven't heard, we're going to go ahead and get into it and celebrate the career of this amazing player. But if you've been paying attention to his appearances in tournaments, you might have noticed something was up with Kakeru come the Esports World Cup 2025 groups, where he did show up to play on day one, had a 3-0 victory over Tachikawa, and then lost to Xiaohai 3-1, actually busting out Sagat in that match. Xiaohai would go on to win the whole tournament. Punk would get the win over Kakeru, and then have to eventually go on through the bracket that way. And it was a little unusual that Kakeru, who was the reigning champion for from Gamers 8 previously, not the previous Esports World Cup, but Gamers 8, one of the champions of this tournament, dropped out suddenly. He did eventually put out a post discussing his time and his issues at the actual event, where he made a post detailing that he was undergoing health issues at Esports World Cup, where his wife actually posted on his behalf. And since then, he did actually manage to do a few online gaming appearances. He was playing ranked, but people were concerned about Kakeru and his health, and it wasn't really clear what was going on with Kakeru, why he would drop out at such a big event for someone who just got second place at Evo Vegas. Well, come today, we have the final update regarding Kakeru for the time being, that he is now officially retiring for the current time from competitive gaming due to neural dysfunction, is what the translation provides. Now, obviously, he's dealing with some health concerns. He's rather vague about the actual condition, so not much is known about what specifically he is going through, but that is his own private business. That's not something for us to pry into. He's just chose to reveal to the world that he has some kind of neural dysfunction going on, causing him issues with his competition, and has decided to retire. So what I wanted to do today is honor Kakeru and highlight his amazing career, and of course cover the news about this and explain to those people who might not know why Kakeru was such an influential figure in the world of Street Fighter 6 and his actual rise to becoming the world champion of this game. Now, of course, with his announcement that he's going to retire, he's not going to partake in both Street Fighter League and Capcom Cup. So Yamaguchi is going to take over for Zeta Division and take over his spot in the Capcom and the Street Fighter League team tournament. And as for Capcom Cup, because he's dropping out, they even cite the whole Pro Tour rulebook here and everything, Section 5.3. The qualification is going to Angry Bird for placing 4th in Capcom Cup 11, which might seem kind of strange, but Blas, who got second, is now auto-qualified, and Lashar is auto-qualified like 3 times over into Capcom Cup 12. So the next highest placing player from that previous Capcom Cup who isn't qualified automatically at this point is Angry Bird. And Angry Bird here makes a statement saying he's grateful for the opportunity and shares some kind words regarding Kakeru. There's a high chance Angry Bird was going to qualify anyways, but this helps Angry Bird get into Capcom Cup and frees up a slot for Big Bird to potentially take the regional finals for his region. And so that's how all the technicalities have shaken up. But let's take it back to Kakeru's initial career. So Kakeru actually did play a little bit of Street Fighter 4. I couldn't find any footage of him, but he did get a top 48, I believe, at Tokyo Game Show in 2015 with Akuma in Street Fighter 4. And back then, if you didn't know, he was actually competing under the tag Uzuda. And I got to personally meet Uzuda back in 2021 at Red Bull Kumite Las Vegas. So if you don't know, yes, I used to actually play the game. This is the photo for the top 8 qualifiers for Red Bull Kumite. And unfortunately for Uzuda, he did not make it into that top 8. But he did have the opening match of the entire event. And Uzuda, who later became Kakeru at this time, played none other than Ryu. Here he is going up against NL in the first match of the entire event. NL would go on to make grand finals at this tournament with Cammy, who was considered really top tier at this time in 2021, and Ryu was by all means abandoned by the competitive community entirely at this point. No one played Ryu competitively whatsoever, and here he is at set point using the V-shift reaction to the V-trigger drill, and you can see NL like, oh no! And Uzuda took the match 2-0, a young Kakeru in the making here, over NL in the cage at Red Bull Kumite Las Vegas in 2021. And it's pretty interesting that he used V-shift here to get this win. Kind of some foreshadowing of things to come, right? Like, very similar mechanic to what he would become known for in the future. So Uzuda, who later became Kakeru, put Ryu on the map in the end game of Street Fighter V when everyone had forgotten about this character at this point. And of course, we have the Evo moment of Uzuda versus Kaba in the final Evo for Street Fighter V. Final game, final round between these two players. 10 seconds on the clock. Uzuda down in life in the corner. Kaba trying to control the space. He finds the cross up. No. Kaba throws him back into the corner. Upside down kick is not enough to kill. 2 seconds. Wake up. Dash forward into heavy DP to chase down the on Uzuda's wake up V-shift from Kaba to get the kill. One of the most legendary moments in Evo Street Fighter V history. In the final Evo for this game, Uzuda gets it done over Kaba with his Ryu. And another funny connection here, Kaba actually beat me, I think, right before this match. So I would have actually played versus Uzuda had I won this match. But I did actually get to play him at Red Bull Kumite. He won the set versus me like 10-8 or 10-9, something like that. We had a really good set, Balrog versus Ryu. And Balrog, you know, as far as I was concerned, destroyed Ryu at that time. So I was really impressed with his level of play. And then I saw the moment with him and Kaba that made massive waves. Like the balls of this man to, oh, look at St. Cole again into the camera, to read this V-shift right here. Like, that is just so godlike. To just predict that V-shift on wake up, dash forward. No invincibility on any of this. Just full commitment with the second left. There was nothing else he could do. So that was super godlike. So I knew he'd be a player to look out for come Street Fighter 6, but I don't think anyone was ready for how he would take the world by storm with one JP. Come Red Bull Kumite again, this time in South Africa, really shortly after the release of Street Fighter 6. I believe this is just a few weeks after the game has released. Here he is in the grand finals of the LCQ in South Africa, just completely killing the crowd. I mean, I think at this point people were starting to realize the problem that they have unleashed, because he was silencing the crowd. He just demolished Ending Walker, who was playing Honda at the time, with JP, and people were like, wait a minute, what is going on here? He even has a reaction level 2 through the spike, but it's not in time, and just completely demoralizes the audience. I mean, they're giving him the claps and showing some respect, but during the beatdowns, the crowds were very silent, and people were starting to realize, like, wait a minute, there might be a problem here. This is when we started to learn, like, hold on, this guy, both JP and both Kakeru, might be a problem. He went from Ryu to JP and started to do work. He went on to then place about 4th place or 5th place in the actual bracket, and he ended up being eliminated by Big Bird in the actual tournament. But he did get big wins over Problem X, and he won another first 5 set as well. So he made a bunch of waves coming through the LCQ and put JP on the map in this event right here. But going on into EVO, which was also very shortly after the game released, he had an amazing run, and here he is in winners top 24 up against Mena RD, who is the player to look out for. Final game, final round between these two players. Backdash on the throw attempt. He's going to get the full level 3 conversion right here, and the winner of this is getting into winner's side of top 8, so you know it means a lot to both these players. Mena RD took out Daigo along the way to get here. He had one CEO already, and the Oki on the level 3. Kakeru takes his win over Mena RD. Now, this would be the beginning of a very long back and forth competitive relationship between these two players. It's just the beginning, but of course, you know, he had a good run. He had a really close set against Angry Bird as well on the winner's side, got sent to losers, and here he is up against Tokido. Tokido, who should have lost already in that top 8, is fighting back here. Kakeru on the verge of being eliminated. Final game, final round between these two players. Level 2 reaction to the fireball. He's going to get the punish here. Set up the portal. He's going to go for the mix-up. And the spike missed. And the super works. With the 1 in a billion miss of the spike here. Legendary moment where Tokido manages to take the set and eliminate Kakeru from Evo top 8. You can see how much it hurts him in this moment, because we've covered this moment so many times. He goes for the reset here with the spike. This is the plot armor agreed from Tokido. The overhead connects. The spike is supposed to track where the opponent is on the screen. It has different variations with different angles to clip them. And for some reason, the spike just goes the completely wrong way. People have tried to recreate this. I've tried to recreate this. It's almost impossible to recreate the spacing where the spike does not track properly and hit Ken here to continue the combo and get the pickup from the overhead. Tokido should have been dead 99 out of 100 times. Easily. Then on top of that, Kakeru, frazzled by the interaction, doesn't get the confirm. Does OD slash here, and this is actually going to be considered a projectile, which would beat this level 1, but it just doesn't hit in time either. So many unfortunate interactions there for Kakeru, and Tokido takes it, eliminating him from that Evo 2023. But he was not done yet. This is where Kakeru said, hey, man, I'm here to play. Gamers 8, right? He shows up to Gamers 8. He dominates in his groups. Takes out Daigo 3-1. VX Bao 3-1. Mena RD 3-2. And winners finals 3-0 over Angry Bird. And this is where he earned his title after this performance in Grand Finals. Let's just count the perfect parries. 14. Perfect. 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20, 21. It just keeps going. And let me correct myself. I said Kakeru won the winners finals. He lost and goes to losers, gets the reset. 30, 31, 32 perfect parries. Kakeru, after this moment, he wins the $300,000 prize, which I believe at this time was the largest prize in fighting game history. And he takes that tournament and earns the title Perfect Parry Prince, because no one at this time knew that you could even perfect parry this effectively. At this point, no one understood how strong this mechanic really was, and so people were caught completely off guard that you could actually play the game and shut down so many options like Dragon Lash and projectiles, and actually use that as a core part of your gameplay. He was far and above ahead of the curve in terms of this technique. And honestly, I still don't think I've seen a perfect parry performance like this Grand Finals. I think people have adapted their options to not use as many easily perfect parryable moves, but it was just a deconstruction of Angry Bird's approach with that perfect parry. And Kakeru gets his first super major on the board. And as we go through the CPT season, it's funny. These two just cannot stop running into each other. We here at CPT Singapore in 2023, Kakeru takes out Mena RD again. He took him out at Evo 2023, took him out at Gamers 8, and at CPT Singapore gets him again in this top 8. Kakeru goes on to place, I believe, 5th in this CPT premiere, but doesn't win, because in this season it's winner take all. There's only auto qualifiers and then World Warrior regional qualifiers. So if you don't get first, you're actually last in these events. So he keeps having these strong performances, top 8 at Evo, top 8 in the premieres, and winning Gamers 8, but Gamers 8 wasn't a CPT qualifier at the time. Then we actually see here, I wanted to show this off. He can qualify via the CPT region for Japan, but he's having some issues here. Here's a funny clip from me back in the day. Let me show this off. Back when I was fanboying over Kakeru in the CPT Japan. He needs to win this tournament as well to get into Capcom Cup.
That's why he's the fucking GOAT. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
How does it keep happening? My GOAT Kakeru. Yeah, so somehow that happened, which is also a 1 in a million interaction. He could have ended the combo and killed him. He could have done a slightly different variation of the spikes to kill him. 1 in a million, somehow that Kimberly super got through. That super is not invincible. It does not. It should lose to those projectiles, but somehow it just all lined up so the super snuck through. There's ways to make that so it doesn't happen, but man, it's nuts how he managed to lose in that situation, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. And in the end, Kakeru was one of the most consistent players. Here's a chart I made about season 1 of Street Fighter 6. He was in 3 of the 4 super major premier level tournaments, and 3 of those top 8s out of those 4. And the one that he wasn't in top 8, he didn't attend. He didn't make it to CPT France, I believe, because he was sick as well. So he made top 8 or 1 every single premiere that we had in the season, but he did not qualify for Capcom Cup at the end of it all. And in fact, when he goes to the Capcom Cup LCQ, he ends up getting double jeopardied by JB, and as one of the most consistent players and the absolute best JP on the planet, and the guy innovating the most and pushing the meta the furthest at this time, or one of the players doing so, he ends up not qualifying for Capcom Cup 10 at all, which is so shocking to see. But he does make it into Evo Japan shortly after, and here's a highlight from that. Kakeru up against VX Bao in the JP mirror. They try to flex on each other. A little bit of a miscalculation there from Kakeru. He didn't have the drive gauge, but check the reactions and awareness here. Godlike reaction. So at this point, you might be considering that Kakeru is out of the game. There's no way he can defend. He has no super meter. He's in burnout in the corner. He has absolutely no way to stop a DI, except for the fact that he has the reactions of a god. Regular Amnesia is not frame 1 invincible. It's not invincible until frame 2. So he sits there and he has to react, and he gets the last second down input to react to the DI, get the counter, and move on. And he would take himself all the way to grand finals, where unfortunately for Kakeru, but very fortunately for 1 Minute RD, Minute RD would win in the grand finals in dominant fashion, 3-0 over Kakeru, finally turning the tables over Kakeru, because Kakeru was the person who gatekept Minute RD from his Evo top 8 appearance. Minute RD went on to get grand finals versus Angry Bird and reset the bracket in EVO 2023. So who knows? Maybe if he had gone through winners, if it wasn't for Kakeru, he would have won the whole thing. Now Minute RD returns the favor, and Kakeru ends in second. But after this, things aren't looking that great for the guy who put JP on the map, because if you don't remember, JP was public enemy number 1 during this time. While people gave Kakeru a lot of props, people hated JP, and shout out to Event Hubs for this little thumbnail image. JP was heavily nerfed going into season 2. So at this point, some people were saying Kakeru, he might be done. It might be over for the JP poster boy who was cooking it up, but didn't quite get it all the way done. It didn't quite get that Evo Vegas or Evo Japan victory. Didn't quite qualify for Capcom Cup. But they forget this guy is also Uzura. He played Akuma back in Street Fighter 4, and he played a nasty Ryu in Street Fighter 5 when no one played that character. So come Topanga League in the Season 2 patch, the first Topanga League for Street Fighter 6, he just picks up where he left off. He adds Akuma to the roster. He also adds M. Bison when M. Bison releases. And he was one of the most dominant players in Topanga League in the long set format against the best players in Japan. This is the final set of Topanga League. Kakeru up against Momochi. And he's up 6-2. Gets the final throw, secures the set, and you can see the relief from Kakeru in this moment. Now, at this point in the finals, after this match, Kakeru's record is 5-1. This was a second place tiebreaker match essentially between Momochi and Kakeru. Whoever won this match gets second. Whoever loses gets third, because Kobayan delivered the only defeat to Kakeru, and Kobayan went undefeated in the final stages. So he doesn't get first again in another major prestigious event, but manages to do really well without JP, just using M. Bison and Akuma. And he's awarded 1,000,000 yen. So not USD. This comes out to be about like what, 6,000 USD, 6,300. Kobayan takes the lion's share at 12,600 here. But you know, once again, maybe a little bit of foreshadowing there with that million. So as we go on, you can see here the season continues, and he's doing work without the JP. Right, he actually wins the very first World Warrior event for Japan. Doesn't get any points in number 2, but in event number 3, he gets second with, once again, his Akuma and M. Bison. So he's doing really good in this season without having JP by his side, which is really impressive for the guy who put JP in the map. A lot of people thought maybe he'd be done without him. But after the midway season patch, they reverted some of the nerfs to JP, gave him his anti-air back, and he put out the tweet, "Sorry for making you wait, I'm back." Number 1 MR in the world with JP, and at the very end, when it came down to it, it was the final World Warrior event. In this season for Japan, you know, if you have the most World Warrior points by the end of the season, you automatically qualify for Capcom Cup. It was a 3-way race between Momochi, Kakeru, and I believe it was also Fudo to qualify via the points. And so he needed to show out at this tournament if he wanted to get the auto qualifier. And he went to losers a little bit early, but here he is playing against Goichi, who was kind of the dark horse in the tournament, being a monkey wrench in the bracket. Gets the backdash shimmy there. Full combo conversion. You dare tech against the JP god? Look at the optimization. Cooking. So he goes through the tournament. He ends up getting this win over Goichi, but actually ends up ending the tournament in second place. If we look at it, Momochi ends up winning the whole thing, but because Kakeru got second, he secured enough points in the end to qualify via the points leaderboard by 10 points over Higuchi. Sorry, I forgot Higuchi was the one leading this charge in this race. 10 points by the skin of his teeth. Kakeru has finally qualified for Capcom Cup after getting so close in the previous season and being so dominant in so many major events. You get so close to getting in there. But Capcom Cup 11, that's a different beast. 1,000,000 on the line, this time USD, not yen. As he goes into it, is Kakeru going to perform to expectations? I mean, he just won the auto qualifier in the hardest region on the planet in Japan. Well, if you look at that top 16 bracket, man, he got 3-0 over Blaz after Blaz was destroying everyone in his groups. 3-0 over Noah the Prodigy. 3-0 over Leshar, who was many people's favorites at this point to win the whole entire event. And if we look at how this actually shook up, look at this match versus Leshar here. Kakeru getting beat up. Level 2 from Leshar. He doesn't, no matter how much pressure there is, Leshar does not miss these dream combos. Getting carried to the corner here. Wake up Amnesia. Level 1. Level 1. You sneaky bastard, Kakeru. I love this combo. This combo actually isn't new. Many JP players used to use this all the time, including myself. I loved using this combo. This combo is so funny, but it's amazing to see this pulled off in Capcom Cup in the winners finals against the favorite to win it all, Leshar here. You know, after landing the safe jump on the Amnesia, Leshar actually can move first, so he has the option to pressure Kakeru to keep him pinned down before the bombs explode. Then he can block the bombs. And of course, the mind game here is, hey, what if I just level 1 right away? If you get hit by this level 1, I get a double level 1. If you block the level 1, you do get a punish on me, but are you really going to sit there and stare me in the face while you have the bombs on me? I don't think so. So gnarly sequence there from Kakeru, and here is another nasty conversion, showing the power of the supreme awareness. One more time, check this out. He puts the portals down, right? Drive rush cancel from Leshar, but Kakeru knows at this point the portals are about to pop. So normally there's a strike throw mix-up here. Do you try to tech a throw from Leshar, or do you try to block the offensive sequence? So instead of doing any of that, he just jumps. He just jumps, man. He says, if you try to throw me, I'm not going to tech your throw and get 0 punish. I'm going to jump. If you try to throw me, I'm going to jump. You're going to whiff your grab, and the spike is going to snipe you right there and give me a full combo conversion. Look at the drive rush in there. After the jump medium kick, puts on the portal again. Drive rush into grab to get the level 1 conversion. Nasty sequence from Kakeru. And he ends up taking this set in the end, 3-0. And as it all comes down to the grand finals, Kakeru versus Blas, the Chilean prodigy, 15 years old, going up against the world's greatest JP, the perfect parry prince. Kakeru ends up taking the whole tournament from the winner's side in the sumo arena here in Japan, in his home country. After being denied so many times his qualification to Capcom Cup in the previous season, after narrowly getting into Capcom Cup in the first place by the skin of his teeth in the World Warrior point system, ends up taking the whole thing right there. And he became our current and reigning Capcom Cup champion. And a very well-deserved championship. It was in the making since the beginning of Street Fighter 6. The results were there. The talent was there. It was just a matter of time before it culminated in the biggest win possible in our scene. But he wasn't done there, right? He got right back to grinding. That's what I loved about Kakeru. He definitely is in it for the love of the game. He was back to practicing right away and preparing, of course, for EVO Vegas coming up. You know, the Capcom Cup is big. Gamers 8 and Esports World Cup is big. But EVO might be bigger, depending on who you ask. Here he is in pools of EVO Vegas this year, fighting against Fight Provoker Dawson. It's a very interesting sequence coming up here. Looking for the whiff punish on the limbs. Snipes the teleport. Full combo conversion. Just the awareness from that, right? Sniping the teleport, the crouching medium punch towards heavy kick. Juggle out of the air into the level 3. So that's Kakeru in pools there. Just a little highlight, a little taste of what's to come to show that he is not settling for that $1 million. He wants that title. He wants the glory. And he moves on from that match. And he moves on all the way into winners finals, where he does end up losing to Ben RD. But, you know, to get back to that run back in grand finals, he has to go up against another young player, Mickey here. Mickey, who out of Hong Kong, 17 years old, was destroying the competition. Very similar to Blas at Capcom Cup 11. And Kakeru here says, you know what? Don't worry, all you washed up veterans getting destroyed by the new kids on the block. I'm going to do drive rush heavy punch into level 2. Set up a quick little unblockable, no big deal. Oh, by the way, I just had a perfect. Y'all mind if I double perfect this 17-year-old real quick? He literally hits the Michael Jordan fuck them kids meme. Taking out Blas, taking out Mickey, destroying dreams of these young players looking to become world champions. He says, listen, the journey is just beginning. You have a long road to go. He's doing them a favor, right? You don't want to win too early, you know? Give him something to work towards, says Kakeru. So he takes out Mickey in his run back to the grand finals, where there was, of course, the stare down between Kakeru and Mena RD. These two have shared such a journey together. Early on in Street Fighter 6, Mena RD was looking to claim so many titles, and Kakeru was a consistent roadblock to Mena RD until EVO Japan 2024. And in that match, Mena RD absolutely demolished Kakeru. But come this EVO Vegas, it was a repeat. Unfortunately for Kakeru, it was once again a 3-0 in the winners finals and a 3-0 in the grand finals. Mena RD with his Blanca seems to just perfectly counter Kakeru's decision making, his pacing with his JP. And since that moment in the CPT Singapore, where Kakeru once again gatekept Mena RD from qualifying, he has been on a complete losing streak, 0-9 in the past 3 games. So Kakeru has definitely found the tables turned in his rivalry with Mena RD. Currently 3-3 in sets, but it feels like Kakeru is a long ways away from flipping the tables. But you know, with a competitor like Kakeru, it was only a matter of time. So when Mena RD heard the news that Kakeru is officially retiring to focus on his health, Mena RD here says, if only we could have played together for longer. We pray for your swift recovery. please take care of yourself, and shares the artwork of the stare down between the two legendary players in our scene. And that's the tale of Kakeru so far in the world of Street Fighter. Now he is embarking on a different journey, a journey of health and recovery. And I just wanted to really cover his story because I've been very inspired by Kakeru. I've been a huge fan of his positive attitude, his gameplay, how he evolves the game, his dedication and hard work. And I'm just a fan. He's got aura, man. He plays the characters I like. I love the way he plays. I think he's a great champion for the scene. So I'm really devastated to hear that he's going through his own health struggles, but also really encouraged and inspired by the fact that he's making the decision to focus on himself and his own health. And I wish him all the best, to him and his family. And I hope he has a great and fulfilling journey ahead of him, wherever life may take him. So salutes to you, Kakeru. Hopefully we all get to see you again sometime when you're ready to share with the world what's going on. We're looking forward to it. Take care. All right. Story mode over. Man. I'm hoping he's doing well. This sucks? Yeah. Yeah, it does. You know, the human body is such a fickle thing. And mind, you know, it's all so it's also fragile. So it's always a reminder to appreciate the people around you and in your life. And also yourself, right? Like, for your own life and journey, you know, appreciate your own health and appreciate the people around you, because you never know when things could take a turn for the worse, right? You really never know. I was jump scared with some health scares myself, and I've had some other struggles on my own. And they're always a reminder to try to do better about showing appreciation for people around you while you can. Not that I'm very good at that. It's something I struggle with actively, but it's always a big reminder. I hope his well-earned fortune is granting him exceptional care. It's funny you mentioned that. I did see a post about Giuna apparently staying in a hospital for 6 days because he had some health issues, and it cost him around $600. And in America, that might bankrupt you. So if that's anything to go by, maybe if he, you know, has to get some medical assistance for whatever he's going through, the $1 million might be a big enough buffer for him in Japan. In America, no, that would be gone in a week. He had a collapsed lung. All right, isn't that crazy? That is insane. Yeah, in America, that shit would not last you a week. No way. That's scary. I've been concerned about having a collapsed lung before. Giuna had a collapsed lung. It's interesting he didn't notice. Hey Brian, I've been watching your 2xKO content recently, and as a 1500 MR Street Fighter 6 player, but the game feels so weird. How on earth do I remember combos so long? How do I get used to dashing so much? You play more. What do you mean, man? You know what to do. How did you get to 1500 MR? You play more. And you practice in training mode. As you practice in training mode and play more, you'll build a lot more situational awareness. But like, remember when you were brand new to Street Fighter. Don't compare yourself to where you are now with Street Fighter. Think about where you began. How weird did everything feel? That's where you are now with the tag game. If you haven't played a tag game that has that kind of movement system or that kind of input system for the combos, then you're literally starting over. So you just got to play for longer. The control scheme is weird, and it will take a long time to get used to it, but with enough playtime, you stop thinking about it. When I played for like a week straight, I was still thinking about the controls a lot, and I was constantly missing my inputs, especially on defense and while playing a real match. I would physically miss the buttons, but eventually I got used to it, so you just got to play more. Okay, it is time. I have been out of the loop, but I've heard these Sea Viper combo trials are kicking everybody's ass. So it's time to do another speedrun. I have not played a lick of Sea Viper since release, but it can't be harder than Street Fighter 4, right? I'm doing it once again on my leverless. So if I suck at these, just remember, it's all because of this guy. It's not because I am bad at fighting games. Just blame the leverless, okay? I am definitely bad at the leverless, that is for sure. How do I get out of this? What is this? Okay, let me get the timer up. Hold on. Where is my live split? I always forget you. Sorry, I didn't have time to prep this after prepping the whole Kakeru presentation. 1 second. Wait, where is it? I'm actually confused. Oh, alerts are on again. Thank you, the Pixelation, for the 34 months, by the way. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Live split. Okay, geez, I don't know why that it's not showing up when I search. Okay, edit splits, Street Fighter 6. Can I delete these? I'm deleting my old splits here really quick. If it'll let me. Okay, there we go. Okay. We got it up and running. What is my shortcut to start this again? You guys are saying 1 hour? No way, it's not gonna be 1 hour. I heard these were hard. I actually do not know. Some people were saying that these were surprisingly hard, especially for Street Fighter 6 combo trials. Okay. I think it's F1 to start. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh shit. We lost 3 seconds already. During a jump, heavy and then sweep. Oh god, it's over. I also have not played Street Fighter 6 in a long time. I need these to not auto-repeat. I need them to auto-advance. Okay, crouching heavy to medium. Nice. Oh, you can combo into burn kick? Okay. Punish counter. Nice, okay. What is this? Okay, complete. I didn't learn anything because I'm rushing. Oh, hold on. Oh, 2 punches. Okay. Reading is essential here. Okay, cool. Heavy, light kick, so you can combo heavy on counter. Forward heavy kick. Okay, cool. That links to crouching medium. These titles need to get out of the way. I cannot read what's happening. Wait, what is this? I honestly don't know why I dropped that. I wasn't looking at the screen. Heavy kick. Punish. Oh, we're doing super jumps. Here we go. Okay. Why does it say forward? Or why does it say up then down? Oh, up immediately after down. Why would they write it that way? Why would they write up immediately after down? I'm trying to sight read this and you wrote it backwards. Oh, this is so weird. You can combo the heavy kick to a punish counter heavy kick, super jump cancel to jump heavy punch. That is really interesting. Okay, so we're doing that to crouch heavy. And to quarter circle back heavy. Heavy punch. All heavy punch after this point. And then the 2 punches forward. 2 punches with forward. Okay. Slowly remembering the moves. Seismo jump cancel. And then jump medium. Quarter circle forward. Okay. Cool. Dry parry. Drive rush. Crouching medium. Crouching heavy punch. DP. And then, what is that? Oh, you link it. Okay. Okay, so light seismo can link it to level 1. That's cool. Is this where they don't tell me to jump cancel it, but I need to jump cancel? Or like... Wait. Did I do it? Huh. This feels weird. What? Oh, that just links. Okay. And then level 2? Okay. So you just get free juggles after light seismo into special moves and supers. That's interesting. Drive, parry, crouching, forward medium. Oh, it's overhead combo. Drive rush, this, and then the same sequence. OD seismo, OD this, and then level 3. Okay, got you. Okay, kind of a Street Fighter 6 typical combo. Very interesting that Seismo lets you link into supers and specials. I was not expecting that, to be honest. Okay, crouching heavy. We're in the advanced now. What are we at? 5 minutes, and now we're in advanced. Here we go. Crouching heavy. And then it's going to be jump cancel after the Seismo. And then we're going to do jump forward, medium, burn kick. And then heavy DP. I did quarter circle back for burn kick. Okay, not too bad. Stand medium jump cancel. Here we go, some jump cancel shenanigans. Into OD seismo. And then another jump cancel to jump medium. And then heavy burn kick. Oh, I gotta do a jump cancel seismo. Okay, I don't know how to do this. And I don't know how to do this on leverless. This is where I might get stuck. I might get stuck here. I'm ignoring chat. Listen, I know you guys are going to be dropping tips. I'm ignoring you guys for the sake of the content. And I can't watch any examples. It's part of the trials and tribulations here. So if I'm going to do this, I want to do that and DP, and then I guess Tiger Knee or jump up and then the punches. How would I would probably do that like this, right? I'm wrapping my fingers around the input because I need to do... I'm going to do a DP input from crouching, then go into forward, and then I'm going to press jump with my thumb and 2 punches. Which is not that natural of an input for me, but let me see if that works. Okay, I did it, but it was slow. Or maybe, can I hold forward and do this? Oh, you can hold forward and do this. Okay, why did I get it that one time? I'm not getting it now. Okay, I need to delay the... I see. I'm holding forward. I do medium kick, then I do fireball forward, and then up forward. Then I delay a little bit, and then I press the 2 punches to cancel the jump cancel. Easy. And then I need to jump cancel that and do jump medium. Yeah, how late is this cancel window? Pretty late. And then jump medium punch. Super jump into medium punch. Okay. And then quarter circle forward kick. Now I was doing quarter circle back. Quarter circle forward heavy kick. Woo! What? Man, I keep doing quarter circle back for a heavy kick. Why did Capcom change this? Okay. I lost a lot of time doing quarter circle back heavy kick. Okay, moving on. Crouching medium kick, not driver's cancel, sorry, super jump cancel. It's interesting that her crouching medium kick is not special cancelable, but they give her the ability to do a special cancel with the jump cancel. So you can't drive rush cancel, but because you can super jump cancel and you can cancel that into a special, she does essentially have a special cancelable crouching medium kick, but not one that you can do into drive rush. So we're gonna do the same thing. This might be harder because I can't just hold forward. Let me see. Can I do down and then do... Yeah, this is harder because I can't start from holding forward, so my brain is having issues. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm finding the input. That's the thing about leverless. That's what I don't like about leverless, is that it's not intuitive, man. I have so many appendages just spaghetting around on these buttons, and it's just not intuitive. Stick, this would be intuitive. You do crouching medium kick, and then you do a fast DP, and you swing your stick up forward. It's intuitive. But doing it on leverless, I don't like doing these on leverless. I'm sure once you know the code, you dial in the code and you memorize that. But it's not, at first, it's just really not an intuitive process. On stick, it's like bowling with the gutters on, 100%. None of my sticks work. That's they all have random issues. That's why I don't play them. It is calling me, though. I definitely agree. Okay. What is the secret to you? Okay, I sort of get it. I sort of get it. I'm doing my jump cancel SOCD here, but I need to remember, do crouching medium kick, release, jump cancel SOCD, release down. Yes, okay, okay, okay. 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 Yes, I need to release down. Yes, that's it. That's it. Okay, now I need to jump cancel, and then I need to do medium burn kick, and then level 1. Woo! Uh-oh. Oh my god. I feel like I'm doing this burn kick so slow. Woo! I'm forgetting the input. I'm forgetting the input. Don't forget it. Can I, do I need to do, like, a tiger knee burn kick? Maybe I need the tiger knee the burn kick. Whoo, leverless is not my friend right now. It's not my friend. It's not my friend. I do not like leverless. Woo! I forgot the input. My brain knows it. My hands, I forgot the input. Okay. Easy. First try. I really want to go back and do that more, but I gotta move on. Okay. And then we need to do... Oh, it's my first Thunder Dash feint. Okay. I hear you just hold kick. What did I just do? What's the timing for this? And then crouching medium. And then quarter circle forward, burn kick. I forgot to do 2 punches. Okay. Moving on. Heavy punch, and then super jump cancel, and then we're gonna do DP, and so super jump cancel to a thunder knuckle feint. Here we go. Can I do that tiger knee? Yes, I can do that tiger knee. Okay, I can tiger knee this. Wait, why? Why is she going? Oh, sometimes I'm accidentally getting the quarter circle back kick move, right? Okay. So if I cancel it, if I go to this kick too soon, I'm going to get this move. There it is. And then I'm going to do stand medium. Holy moly, what are you doing to me, Capcom? Stand medium kick after, and then I'm going to do a jump cancel. into this. Like that. So I'm going to do this. And that's going to go into level 2. When do you level 2 on the second hit? Okay, you level 2 on the second hit. Okay, this is not too bad, right? Not too bad, not too bad. So Tiger Knee into this. Okay. What is the most comfortable kick to use for this? It's very weird how you get the quarter circle back kick move sometimes. Okay, there we go. And then this is going to be... Yeah, doing the Tiger Knee into just the special move is not hard, but adding the feint is a little tricky for me right now. Because I keep accidentally getting a different special move. So weird. Okay, can I just like plink this or just do parry? Or can I just do, I can just do DI? That's cheating. Okay, I can kind of just do DI. Okay, I see. Okay. Jump. Just gotta jump with it. Okay, there we go. That's it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Who said this was hard? I see. I see. Advanced 6. Okay. How many more are there? Crouching heavy. And then we're going to do Seismo. The Seismo jump cancels are going to be the hardest for me, I think. And then they want... Whoa, cool. What did I just do? They want me to jump cancel the Seismo. Then do quarter circle back. Feint. So I'm going to jump cancel... into Thunder dash feint, into Drive Rush. This is the new Fierce Feint Fierce. Okay. Huh. So how do I do this? I forgot how I'm supposed to do the jump cancels, to be honest. Oh no, I don't jump cancel this. I hit. This is not Fierce Feint Fierce, excuse me, I misread this. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, hold on. Like that, right? Oh, okay. I see. And then I got a Drive Rush to crouch heavy to medium Thunder Knuckle. I did crouching medium into heavy Thunder Dash instead of crouching heavy to medium Thunder Dash. Ah! Oh! Easy. It's really easy when you can do the parry input, or sorry, the DI input for the Thunder Dash feint. Okay, so this is going to be DI. It's a stun. Okay, I'm doing this. Okay, so this is like a focus attack crumple. They want me to do crouching heavy into this. Into... We're going to do a jump cancel burn kick. A tiger knee burn kick, right? Like that. And then I'm going to do heavy kick. It's going to juggle, and I'm going to super jump cancel. What the hell? And they want me to super jump cancel. So another tiger knee, basically. I can't tiger knee this. How come I can't tiger knee this one? Okay, so I can tiger knee this, but I can't tiger knee from heavy kick into the OD burn kick. I think I have to do a super jump into it. I have to do the natural input. So let me see. That's my theory so far. I'm ignoring chat. Thanks for all the suggestions. I'm ignoring chat for now. 22 minutes. Okay, shit. Okay, this doesn't even seem right. I'm not even getting the heavy kick to connect sometimes. Yeah, I think from heavy kick I need to do just a natural jump cancel into quarter circle forward. That's gonna be my prediction there, and then I need to do level 3. Am I doing level 3 cancel here? Or level 3 juggle? I probably need both hits. Okay. Does this hit different when I do it this way? Oh, it is higher after this. Okay. This just takes a lot of time to get to the hard part, so it's going to slow down each little rep of this. Yeah, there's a lot of filler here. Woo! Oh, fuck! No, I didn't even realize I got it. I didn't even realize I had it. I forgot to do level 3. I had no clue I was doing the combo. We got this. We got this. Don't worry. Sub 30. Yeah, I'm really not sure if I need a Tiger Knee this or just do a super jump cancel. Let me just get clean with it real quick. I think I need to delay my medium kick input a little bit. Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it now. I need to Tiger Knee it, but I need to start the whole super jump to quarter circle forward much later in the heavy kick. Because if I do a super jump right away with the Tiger Knee motion, I'm losing the buffer to actually activate the OD burn kick because it runs out of the window to actually activate the special, even though I got the super jump cancel. So if I input the whole thing much later, I still get to do the Tiger Knee motion, just wait to start the first input, and then I get the Tiger Knee, and it gives me the super jump and the special move. So delaying when I start the Tiger Knee input is when it's the trick here for that. So with that in mind, I should be able to get this first try. With that in mind, I should be able to get this first try. Almost. With that in mind, first try is now. Definitely this first try. Oh my god. Now I'm delaying the heavy kick entirely and just missing it. Beautiful. Don't delay the heavy kick. Delay the Tiger Knee. Do the heavy kick right away. Fuck. Shit. Is my Viper in Japanese, by the way? Who did that? I keep hearing Pischetti, and it made me realize maybe she's not saying Pischetti like a 3-year-old over and over. So, okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, actually. It's good practice, though. So, like, I'm getting the super jump into the burn kick, but they're just hitting the ground. Damn it. Not sub 30. Yeah, I'm actually not sure why they're hitting the ground. Okay, let me try to do this just without any sort of Tiger Knee inputs. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm getting air OD burn kick. There's a difference. Well, can the game kindly give me the other one? What up, Nightmare Effect? Big 70. Appreciate it, man. You have to do the 9 direction less than 3 frames for a kick, or you get the air burning kick. You're telling me that I'm holding up forward for too long before pressing heavy kick, therefore I'm getting the air version, not the ground version. Correct? So it should hit like that. And if I get... Okay, so the air version doesn't have this hit on the way up.
Can't beat him? Join him!
Oh, I needed to hit on the way up like that. Okay, so I see. And I need to do the Tiger Knee late and really quick also. Yeah, when she says Pischetti, it's wrong. She says moving on from the Pischetti. Got it, got it, got it. Now I understand what I'm aiming for here. We're gonna get it first try. Now that I know what I'm aiming for here, we're gonna get it first try. Do heavy kick immediately, then delay to the moving on, and then you do a level 3 after that. Okay, first try, now that we know. Here we go. Not me regressing right now. Okay, at least I had the right idea there. Messed it up, but I had the right idea. Ah! The level 3 is quarter circle back, not... As you can clearly see, I did 2 pristine quarter circle forwards right there. Those are some of the cleanest double quarter circle forwards I've ever done. But it's the opposite. It's the other way. Beautiful! Absolutely beautiful double quarter circle forwards. You guys can't see it. Just absolute perfection. But not what I wanted. Okay. First try, now that I know her super is done with quarter circle back, we can do this first try now. G Giles, thanks for the fresh prime. Appreciate that. Enjoy the mid-tier emotes. And watch this combo real quick. Don't delay the heavy kick, delay the Tiger Knee. Don't delay the heavy kick, delay the Tiger Knee. I keep delaying the heavy kick. Don't delay the heavy kick, delay the Tiger Knee. Woo! Don't delay that heavy kick. No need to delay that right there. not even hard, man. It's so easy. It's so easy. I actually... Am I messing something up earlier? Why is the heavy kick never connecting now? Am I doing... So I'm doing the wrong burning kick after the Seismo now? Okay, this is ground. She needs to go, ah. Like that. That's it. Okay. Yeah, why am I getting the ground one there? So I need to slightly delay it. Okay. There's always a delay, huh? Not too much of a delay, though. Biscotti. I think, okay, sub 40 here. I started this before 40. What even is that? I don't even know how this opens. Sub 40 is dead. Oh, man. I need to learn the tricks. You couldn't have done that 30 seconds ago? Oh, man. Well, 40 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, pretty much first try. I think it's pretty much first try. 40 minutes, 30 seconds on Sea Viper combo trials. Well, I kind of speed ran that literally, so I didn't redo combos that I got pretty quickly without knowing what was going on. But I actually do think you kind of learn a little bit about the character from the combo trials. I am now much more aware of the fact that you actually have to delay or modify your timing on the tiger knee variations of the burn kicks between to switch between ground and air burn kick, which I did not know you had to worry about ahead of time. So that to me is a revelation about the character. That's another layer of difficulty in the timing that I did not know about. So This was definitely by far the hardest Street Fighter 6 combo trials I've ever done. All of them before this are, you know, you breeze through them really quick and they just teach you the character. This one is actually a little bit of a challenge. Now do it on right side. Don't talk to me, Brawl Pro. Don't talk to me. Even the Guile one, I actually never did the Guile one. The Guile one's hard. Charge on leverless is not an issue. I mean, you do have to... if they do boom loops, then I'm assuming there's going to be a learning curve there. But, yeah, I'm actually a little bit surprised about this. These were a little challenging. So I had no clue you had to worry about the difference between air and ground. So is that ground? That's ground. I don't even know how you get the ground one. When would you ever want the ground one, then? They make you do stand like a boom linked into flash kick. That's not a problem for me. And on leverless, charge tricks are generally easier. Listen, I'm a charge player. I have zero issue with charge stuff. I think they can be very, very challenging, but they're very fun. This is a class of execution that I've never dabbled with, and I think is harder on leverless. Or at least more difficult to learn. I would have an easier time on stick. Okay, now I gotta learn how to do, like, this shit on leverless. How do you do this? The follow-ups can only be done from grounded burn kicks. Okay, so you're saying if I want to do the metered follow-ups, how do you even do them? Does it have to be forward in punches or just punches? Oh, so easy. Yeah, there's some interesting tricks they baked into this. I actually do not know. Was this a relevant execution check in Street Fighter 4 for C Viper? Because I was not aware of any of this like concern about the air versus ground burn kicks and super jump cancels. Like, that's not something I ever knew about, and I feel like the OD variation is definitely new, but I don't know if that was a thing you had to consider for regular ones. Not at all. Yeah, this seems very interesting. This is another level of execution check because it makes you do your cancel windows at different times for the Tiger Knees. Very interesting. Why is it not hitting sometimes? Because I'm doing it wrong. You have to do a air version or a ground version depending on what part of the combo you're in, which changes the cancel window. So for this one, it has to be an air burn kick. And then for the heavy kick one, it has to be a ground burn kick. A ground OD burn kick. That's a pretty satisfying motion, though. When you have to do the grounded one for the OD extension, it feels good because you have to really. It's almost like a just frame, like an electric in Tekken. It's not nowhere near as tight. It's chat said it was a 3-frame window, but it has that sort of feeling to it because you're trying to time the kicks in a late super jump cancel window. And you need to time the up input and the kick inputs very close to each other. Feels good. I guess I could activate that all with my right hand, huh? That's very bizarre, but that's theoretically something I could do here to make that consistent. I imagine that if someone plays Viper on Leverless, they might consider that. So this is me activating the burn kick with my right thumb. You still have to time the jump cancel window properly, which I think is kind of weird. But now I pretty much get almost frame perfect activation of the burn kick input. Interesting. Okay, how do you do a bunch of size modes in a row? Have you done feint shit? I haven't done anything. I've not done a damn thing with this character. Level 1 install. What up, BP? I mean, that'll give you some meter, but how do I do this? No trick to it. It's pretty easy in this game. You say that, but I'm on Leverless, so what the fuck does that mean? What are you saying? No trick to it. It's pretty easy. Just do it. Okay. I'm sorry, when you're on Leverless, it's never a just do it. It's always a trick. Playing on Leverless is definitely like a fucking magic trick. I'm telling you, there's zero intuition with this kind of a controller. Zero intuition. On arcade stick, I can almost accept the just do it answer. On Leverless, no. Brian, can you tell BP to stop stealing content? As long as he reacts and says at least a little bit more than one word every 5 minutes. Because I was watching IDOM earlier before I went live reacting to a YouTube video, and he didn't say a damn thing for 5 minutes. I had to pop in there and tell him to say something. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing, man? Yeah, I need to check out the Chris F video. 623P 2369. I guess should go this way. You're saying, Oleg, 6, 2, 3, P, 2, 3, 6, 9. When do I pee again? You pee in the toilet? Oh, okay. It's 6, 2, 3 plus 9. Repeat. 6, 2, 3, 9. Oh! How did I do that? Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay. I did that with my hands, but my brain has no idea what just happened. Oh my god, am I doing this? So you just have to let go of forward. I can't hold forward the whole time. Is that the secret? Why don't you just use heavy for all of them? Can you just do that? I guess if they're in the corner, you can just do that. I lost it. Why did I lose it? What am I doing wrong? I can't do it anymore. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I just did it across the screen and I can't do it anymore. Learning execution is always such a weird experience. This always is a part of the process for me. I don't know if it's like that for other people, but I'll do it 20 times in a row and then it's gone. It was a flash in the pan. It was a thought, a fart in the wind. It's just gone. If only it would come back. Blow the fart back. Yeah, of course I'm doing jump and punch with the right hand together. That's not what I'm missing. I always do jump and punch with the right hand together. Listen, I do jump cancel SOCD DP. That's how I do DP normally. But I'm not getting something. And you have to release. You have to go to neutral, right? You don't have to go back to neutral? I'm pretty sure you have to let go of the forward. It only worked when I let go of forward. That's the only time I've gotten it to work. Yeah, people are saying I don't have to go back to neutral. Of course, I have to go back to neutral, right? If I let go and go to neutral, it'll work. Okay, so instead of letting go of forward, you guys tap back, and then... Okay, I'm starting to pick up what you're putting down. I should be using my ring finger here to tap back, and then my middle finger again. So I'm alternating my ring and my middle finger to get the neutral input. Okay. Okay, I gotta learn the rhythm with that. I'm not used to using left, right, neutral, SOCD in this kind of with the DP input. That way harder than just tapping it like that. Okay. Now, how the fuck do I do it on the other side? I'm doing it too slow. I need to do it faster. See, I don't know why it doesn't come out sometimes. I don't know what I did wrong. Starting to feel the motion at least, though. There we go. How do you do this? Woo! This shit fries the brain a little bit. Can I turn on Infinite Super 1? I can just put drive gauge on fixed. And then it's there forever. Okay, I probably already forgot this. I didn't. Okay. Now... What am I doing wrong here? What am I doing? Forward. Okay. Okay. Mirroring this input is frying my brain right now. I'm trying to mirror what I'm doing here, and it feels so freaking weird. Okay, got one of them. Get in there, get in there, get in there. This is definitely harder on player 2 side. Way harder on player 2 side. This involves a lot more middle and ring finger, so unless I do, maybe I can do SOCD shortcut on this side. Maybe that'll be better for me. Oh, leverless melts my brain, man. I wish I could just do a DP and then jump. I really wish. I really wish I could do a DP and jump. Oh my god. God did not intend fighting games to be played with buttons for directions. Okay. I've always had the issue of using my ring finger and middle finger independently, and this is going to rip my left hand in half. I'm going to split. My hand is going to split straight down between my middle and ring finger doing this. Someone said they found it easier on player 2 side. I'm so... If you're on stick, maybe? How is this easier on player 2 side on leverless? How? Pico Duck, thanks for the full year, by the way. Appreciate that. Can you hold down and up heavy punch and just do Tiger knee motion? If you hold down and up, you get neutral. Hold left with ring finger? I am holding left with ring finger, but you can't hold left. Because you need a neutral. You have to go back to neutral at some point. At least, unless I have a left-right SOCD. Use middle and index to alternate right and down. Yeah, I guess that's what I was flirting with, that idea. So how would that work? I think for this side, I can use without that. I think I'm on player 1 side. I can just do it without that. I'm already forgetting it. That's the problem with this. I instantly forget it. I was doing it easy on player 1 side, but the motion doesn't hurt without using left-right SOCD on player 1 side. It's not a problem. But player 2 side, yeah, I need to figure out something more creative. I think for ergonomics reason. How do you do it again? Yeah, I take a few minutes break from that side and I lost it. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of practice to remember this. This is like not intuitive to me. Is that Noah? What's good, man? Get dunked. Oh, there we go. What? I can't remember the input. I can't remember it. My hands. There we go. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Now here. Oh. Oh. I got it. Okay, I'm alternating my middle finger and index finger now, holding forward the whole time this way. Just gotta get the rhythm down. I get lost in the sauce like this. Woo! You can just hold punch on these? What do you mean? What? Okay, I just held punch there and that worked. Okay, honestly, that doesn't help me too much because the difficulty is not pressing punch, the difficulty is everything else. For me, the difficulty is everything else. This still feels really weird. Doing this on levelless, maybe swap back to stick, not gonna lie. Yeah, I just feel like stick is more meant for these types of tiger knee motions, to be quite honest. This just doesn't feel right. When you alternate, you should typically end in down left. Why? Yeah, that still feels really tough. What up, Drees? Thanks for the big 33. Hope you're enjoying Viper on Levelless. I'm not. Day one for me, though. Never mind, this shit's free. Easy. Oh my god. This is such a precarious motion to do because it's like running with your shoes untied. The moment you take one step out of rhythm, you are eating absolute shit. I'm going to get so lost in the inputs that I have no idea where I am with the rhythm. Now do I remember this side? Because I'm doing a completely different motion on this side. This is so much easier. So you can do shit like that. You only get like 2. Or level 3 doesn't have much range, huh? I feel like I would prefer the feints to be done with 2 punches. Okay, now back here again. How the fuck do I do this again? I completely forgot how I do this. Oh no, it's gone. It's gone entirely. It's back. Woo. Woo. This shit is too hard. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up right there. That's going to be the end of this stream right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pack it up. We will, next time when I have more time, actually play a little bit of Sea Viper. I just wanted to do the combo trials and talk about some Kakeru. We'll be getting back in the groove of regular content very soon. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Fun little stream back. I'm interested in actually playing some Sea Viper very soon. Anyways, I'm heading on out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace. Take care.